Hello everyone, hello. Welcome to my second live stream on the channel, and I've been so nervous again tonight, but I can't wait for all your questions and just to catch up with everybody. Now, as you know, we've had a fantastic time on the channel in the last couple of weeks, and it was only 4 or 5 weeks ago that we did the 1,000 subscriber live stream, and already we're at 2,000, which is absolutely amazing. But first of all, before we talk about anything further, can you hear me and see me? That's what I want to know. So comment if you can hear me and see me. Yes, David Forrest says yes. So that's fine. So at least you can hear me. So I can turn this off now. So welcome to the live stream, the 2,000 sub live stream. And I've been dead excited today just to talk to you all, really. So have we got any questions coming in? So get them in on the comments below. Now, first of all, a big thank you to David Forrest and Buster, our new members on the channel. I set the join button up the other day, the membership, that you can become a member of the channel now on YouTube. And it highlights you in the chat and the comments and things like that. And I've spotted 2 already. So thanks to David and Okay, so R. Bilton says, can hear and see you, no problems. Great. Buster says, when is Barnsley? I thought, when I read that, I thought it said, where is Barney? When is Barnsley? I've no idea. That's the honest answer. I've got so much booked in over the next few weeks, and I'm about 9 videos ahead already because I've been out filming the last couple of weeks like crazy, mainly just for the fact that winter's approaching. Not yet, but I want to get a load of videos ahead for winter. So if we have really bad weather in winter, then I've got enough videos to keep us going because I don't want to miss a Sunday. And we've got Ant from Trekking and Towpaths on as well. He's having his tea and cake. How are you having your tea, Ant? That's what I want to know. Milk first or milk second? Me and Martin had a debate about that, the old Yorkshire-Lancashire thing. So you'll be Derbyshire, won't you? So, or are you South Yorkshire, Derbyshire? It depends whereabouts in Nottinghamshire. Oh, Nottinghamshire. You're Nottingham, aren't you? So hopefully you were the same as us. Now, oh God, how am I going to say that name? Let me put it up on the screen so you can see. So you got Belvez Cherry Pickers. You have any plans to walk the viaduct over Horbury Bridge, Denberdale? Yes, I have, 100%. I'm going to try get it in this year before the summer ends, if I can. If not, then it'll be early next year when it's cold and crispy. But yeah, I'm going to try get over the Horbury Bridge Viaduct. I'm also doing another video just around the corner from Horbury Bridge Viaduct as well. Something to do with an old pleasure grounds. I'm going to look at that as well. So Trekking and Towpaths, if you've not been on his channel, Trekking and Towpaths, he does canals and railways and similar things to what I do, but down in Nottinghamshire or that area. Check him out as well. We've just been talking today. We are going to team up and do a video together later on. We haven't sorted anything out yet. And he says, milk second. Good man. That's what I do. Martin reckons that we all have milk first, but we don't. Yeah, Ian B says milk first as well. Yes, definitely. Dan Howarth, milk last if in a mug. First if you're fancy and use a teapot. Yeah, I kind of see what you mean. But if I put the milk in first, it takes ages to mash the tea bag. So it's easier not to. Paul Burns Williamson. Oh, hang on, before I answer that one. Dan Howarth said, and it's Yorkshire tea or nout. I agree, 100%. Have you tried Lancashire tea? Awful. Yeah, we have Yorkshire tea in. So Paul Burns Williamson says, any more collaborations with Martin Zero? Really enjoyed the Solitaire edition. Well, we are going to do another one, but we've not set anything up yet. But we did talk the other day. Because a lot of people said that we worked really well together. So Martin said, let's do it again. So we will do. Not sure when, but we will. But I have got a lot of videos still to come with me and Martin. See, Martin put all of his places in one video and put them out, which was what he does. But I've split them up into 4 or 5 different videos, and I've filmed a bit more around it. So mine are sort of expanded a bit more. Martin did a lot of like highlight shots, because it was sort of like a whirlwind tour. I sort of dragged him around Yorkshire quickly, whereas I went back the next day and filmed quite a bit of other footage as well. So I'm going to make them into like features. Now we've got the second part of the Milner Field coming up in a couple of weeks, because this Sunday I'm going back to the Pudsey Ardsley Railway series, and then the week after it'll be Milner Field Part 2. We've got a Saltaire video with me and Martin about Saltaire itself, and also the Pudsey Tunnel one, which will be coming up much later on. So, and also we've just been talking about Trekking and Towpaths, who's on the chat. We're going to do a collaboration soon as well. I'm also meeting up with somebody this Sunday who's called Robert John Kerr, and he has a YouTube channel as well. He does a lot of walking channels, a lot of walking videos where he walks around just talking to the camera, really. It's quite fascinating. I'm meeting up with him on Sunday to do something special. He knows a lot about a certain subject that I want to do, and I asked him if he'd show me, so he's going to do that. Let me go back to the comments. Definitely Yorkshire, Trekking and Towpaths. Okay, so you class the South Yorkshire then, so you must be the top end of Nottingham. How did the collaboration with Martin Zero come about? Well, I messaged Martin. I mean, I've watched Martin for 3-4 years now. I've watched him since his early days, and I've always wondered, I've always wanted to do something with him, but it's kind of odd if you're not, if you're not a YouTuber or you don't have any knowledge about a particular thing. But because I became a YouTuber this year in January and I started doing this kind of stuff, I thought now's a good time. So I messaged Martin and I just gave him a plan of what I had. And I said, do you fancy coming over to Yorkshire for a day? And I'm going to whisk you around a load of places to make a good video. And he said, yeah. So yeah, it was brilliant. Really enjoyed it. And I just want to say as well, big thank you to Martin Zero for coming, really. He was absolutely such a sound guy, really nice guy. We got on really well. And yeah, I think we'll be friends as well. I think we'll be friends after this. We got on very well and we made some good videos. So I'm happy with that. And it seems to have made you lot happy as well. And just one more thank you before I go back to the questions. I want to say a big thank you to some of my friends who've supported me since day one. Now, that'll be Sue and Beryl, Daniel Kieran, Chelsea and Alana, Tom and Beth, and Laura and Michelle. Now, these guys have been on my live streams. They've commented on all my Instagram stuff, my Facebook things. They've been a subscriber from early days, and, they've been involved and interested. So thanks to those guys for supporting me. Okay, so let's go back to the questions. So Billy Britvik, hi Billy, all right. He says, I'm with Dan, RE, the milk and tea. Oh, no, we can't put milk in first, Billy. No. Stick to your Britvik, stick to your orange juice. Will you be covering the old Alverthorpe rail station? Or the old Alverthorpe station? Probably, yeah. I know it's at Wakefield, isn't it? So, yeah, hopefully I'm going to do everything in Yorkshire at some point. It's going to take me probably quite a few years to get around everything, but my plan is to do a bit like the Whitewicks are doing around the UK, where they're trying to do all the stations, the abandoned stations in the UK. I'm going to try I think their task is a bit ambitious, and theirs is probably a 10-15 year plan, whereas I'm hoping to do every abandoned station in Yorkshire. Yeah, I don't know how long that's going to take, but I'm planning at least doing every one of them. And probably some other ones as well. Where are we? I've just jumped about 15 comments. So I'm in Todmorden, right on the border of Lancashire and Yorkshire. Okay, so you've got the best of both worlds. Although I'm sure that you know that Yorkshire is the better side. Yeah? Alan Turfmore. So the Yorkshire-Lancashire border. I've got a video coming up in Todmorden, actually, on my list. I won't spoil it, but I've got a video there. Do you have a favorite video you've done? Yeah, I said in my last stream that I really enjoyed the Lost Village one. But I've probably got to say now the Milner Field one. I really enjoyed that. That's definitely topped the list for me, was the Milner Field, because I got to go in and do something a bit more daring than just, you know, just walking and talking to a camera. Sorry, I'm burping here. I've just had my tea. That's a Yorkshire word, tea. I've just had my tea. So yeah, I'd say the Milner Field one, because I really enjoyed that. I mean, it was with Martin as well, which again, like I said, he was one of my idols. He's one of the reasons why I'm doing this. So it was kind of, I was a bit starstruck when I first met him as well. When he came to my house, I was like, hi Martin, you all right? Couldn't believe he was here having a cup of tea in my house, Yorkshire tea. And when we went to Milner Field, I was looking at that tunnel in the ground, or the cellar, and I'm contemplating whether, you know, I'm thinking I've got to go in it 100% because I brought the torches and everything. But I knew it was there, but I was kind of a bit wary. Martin, before I'd even thought about it, Martin has already got his camera ready and he's off. He was halfway down the bloody rock before I got my camera out. So I was like, well, hang on a minute. He was straight in and then he was out. And yeah, but a bit of competition there, a bit of rivalry. When I went in, Martin said I was in and out pretty quick. I went in and I was in there for a good 5, 6, 7 minutes. Now, what you saw in the video was an edited version. I was actually in there quite a while, and I just wanted to, you know, look braver. I had to look brave, of course. So, any chance of going to the Pontefract area? Some great stuff around here. Yes, again, I'm hoping to do everything in Yorkshire. That's my aim. Stations, canals, everything. And I don't just do this area. There's a lot around here. That's why I'm starting here, because it's easier. But I have started, if you'll notice, I've started venturing out a bit further. And I've got some plans for much further than Yorkshire as well. But Pontefract is definitely on the list. I've got a couple of things around there, especially railway and the castle as well, and a few other things. Valerie Longmore, glad to have found your channel via Martin Zero. Great to see the places you have done. We'll keep watching yours now. Thanks, Valerie. That's amazing. Welcome to the channel. Yeah, if you like Martin Zero, you'll probably like what I do as well, because like I said, Martin inspired what I do. So not that I'm copying him, but I'm a similar sort of genre to Martin, and also trekking and towpaths as well. So there's not many of us about. There's a few in certain areas, but nobody around here. So yeah, it'll be pretty much similar to the kind of things that Martin does, but probably not 100% Yorkshire based, but more Yorkshire based. Billy says, have you watched any of Patrick Dickinson? Yes, I have. He's the crazy guy that just goes in the tunnels and doesn't give a damn, doesn't he? I saw a few of his Sheffield ones. Yeah, really enjoyed what he did. He talks quite a lot more than I do, which I was surprised at. But yeah, I think I'm aspiring to be as good as Patrick in the future, in the fact that I just won't care and I'll just do whatever he does. And I mean, I'm getting braver now. Started with the cellars the other day, so hopefully I can start doing some more experimental things. Are you doing anything else around Sheffield? Not off the top of my head at the minute, but there will be 100%. There's going to be things coming in. The White Wicks have a good site too, mostly about railways. Yes, they do. Yeah, I've used the White Wicks quite a lot for reference, and I'm very good friends with Paul at the minute as well. Paul Whitewick. We've been chatting quite a lot recently, and I think we're going to do something together as well. Maybe next year for that, because they're very busy at the minute. But we are going to do something maybe next year. They're definitely going to come up here, and I'm going to show them all the stations that I've already done up here. Did you know Martin Zero before you started your channel? Well, I was aware of him, and like I said, I watched his videos, but I didn't know him personally, no. I literally reached out to him when I started the channel, probably back in March, April time. I reached out to him and just, I mean, to be fair, when I messaged him, he was already aware of me. He said, oh, I've seen one of your videos. So I think he was up for it anyway. But I didn't know him personally, no, but I was aware. I watched his channel. I was a big fan, big fan. Where are we? I'm going to get through some of these questions quicker. When are you going to visit the arches on the Beeston line? I want to know if it's accessible. That'll be not yet, but in a few weeks. I've still got to film the Pudsey section and another couple of the branch lines, and then I'm coming back to the Beeston one. But it doesn't really matter what order I do it in, so I might do it a bit earlier. I've already done the other side of the Beeston one, the Hunslet side. I've already done that. I did that last week because I was invited to Middleton Park to have a look around there. And two guys, now, I don't know if you're watching, but we had Chris and Jim who took me on a tour around Middleton Park and showed me all the mines, the collieries, the railways, the tramways, the what do call it, wagon ways and all that. And I've done 2 videos on Middleton Park, which will be coming up soon. And it covered the bottom end of that railway. So are you up for a real ale drinking competition with Patrick Dickinson? Definitely not. Definitely not. I don't drink. I'm a bit of a wimp when it comes to alcohol. I'm not a beer fan at all. I'm not a wine drinker either. The only thing I drink tends to be spirits and cocktails, things where I can't taste the alcohol. Yeah, I'm not a massive drinker. So I definitely won't be doing rail ale. I'll be spewing up everywhere. Buster says, when are you going back to work? Well, that's a fantastic question, Buster. I wish I could tell you, but I don't know. Not for a while, by the looks of it. I'm going to guess next year, probably. I'm ready to go back anytime, but I'm guessing it's going to be next year. There's an Aldi on it now. Aldi on what? Shiver me timbers. Aldi on what? What we're talking about. Message me again. What's there an Aldi on? Billy, no milk second if brewed in a mug. Yeah. Trekking and towpaths. We need to do the Scarborough to Whitby line, including Ravenscar. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. That is on my list. Especially Ravenscar, that's on my list. I've got a big question mark against that because I need to research it. But I know a massive story around the Ravenscar area. But it'd be great if we could do the Scarborough one as well. And also, while we're there, if we can cover the old Butlins as well, Filey, because that's on my list. We could do it all in one day. So yes, let's do it. Let's do it. David says, are you hoping to do the Queensbury line? Yes, 100% doing the Queensbury line. I was speaking to the guys up at Queensbury Tunnel. Obviously, they're trying to open Queensbury Tunnel as a cycle path. I've been speaking to the guys up there and I need to message them again. And I'm going to try to do a video on the Queensbury Tunnel and get one of them involved so they can show me, tell me what they're planning to do. Encountered you via Martin Zero, and I was born in Bradford and lived in Huddersfield before moving away to college and work. I was impressed that you visited places I remember. Oh, brilliant. So, John, I was born in Bradford as well. That's where I was born, but don't tell anyone. And I also lived in Huddersfield, and now I live in Wakefield, Leeds. So, pretty similar story here. Fenso. Evening, Fenso. You're all right, Ashley? Now, me and Ashley, or Fenso as he's called on here, me and Ashley went out and did a video a couple of weeks ago, which again is coming up soon. We did a video in Leeds City Centre a couple of weeks ago. And a lot of you guessed it when I put it on Instagram, where we were. But I may as well tell you because you know anyway. We did the Holbeck Viaduct in Leeds. We walked it right across into the centre of Leeds. So that's coming up with Ashley. Nomad Steve, what camera gear do you use? Great footage and always very well informed, pal. Thanks very much, Nomad Steve, or Steve, I'm presuming you call Steve. What camera gear? I'm very basic at the minute. I use just a GoPro Hero 8 at the minute. And I am planning on upgrading. I've got a few options in the bag. Martin was giving me some advice on some of the cameras. And I've also got another one that I'm interested in as well. But I'm not going to do it yet for 2 reasons. One, because I'm absolutely skint because I'm totally out of work and I'm furloughed at the minute. So that's one reason. The second reason is the GoPro 8 is proving good so far, but I will upgrade at some point. Thanks for the comment. So thanks for that one. I think my computer just seemed to freeze for a second then. How about finding locations of John Atkinson Grimshaw? What's John Atkinson Grimshaw, John? I don't know who that is. Can you send me a link to who that is? John Atkinson Grimshaw. Am I supposed to know who he is? Is he really famous? I hope not. Send me what that is. Oh, he's told me underneath. He was a Victorian painter from Leeds and painted Scarborough and other locations. Oh, okay. That'd be a good one. Yeah, that'd be a good one. I could do something around that. I like different videos like that where it's not just buildings and railways and things. New to your channel, slowly working through your videos. Some great content. Oh, thanks, mate. Thank you very much. Yeah, I hope you enjoy it. A bit of variety on there. Where are we? You'll have to do the Whitby Scarborough abandoned railway. Yes, I'd love to do that. I've seen a lot of pictures of that. When are you going to sing? Shut up. Vibrant Socks. Can you do a bit on the closed Leeds-Liverpool canal arm between Shipley and Bradford? This starts about half a mile from Saltaire. There's a yeah. I was, funnily enough, I was talking to Trekking and Towpaths today about that very canal, the Bradford Canal, as I call it. Yes, I will be doing that. I've got a series planned. Again, I might do that in winter when it's crispy and there's no overgrowth. I'm going to walk the whole route and show you what's left along the route. So I will be doing that. Thank you. Evening AME. I'm new sub because of Martin's video at the weekend. Been enjoying watching your videos. Thanks, Diesel Bushcraft. Thank you very much. You can just call me Darren. Don't have to call me AME. RR Bilton. There's an abandoned swimming pool in Seacar Woods. Wakefield is, oh yeah, that'd be interesting. Yeah, something different. I was born in Bradford and still live here. David Forrest. Well, I'm not far from Bradford. I'm not in Bradford technically, but I am still close. My mum and dad still live there, and my brother and everyone else. Fenso, yes, my legs are still sore from the brambles. Yes, he cut his legs quite badly when we were on the Holbeck Viaduct. We were walking. It's quite overgrown up there and dangerous. And me being the seasoned explorer now, I had jeans on for that reason. And Ashley came in shorts. Big mistake. I learnt the hard way, and so did he. Hey, Darren, are you planning on any Newland estate exploration around Altofts, Normanton? Yes, I am. Somebody messaged me about that a couple of weeks ago. About the old Newland. There's an old village that used to be there, isn't there? I think that's where you're talking about. And also Newland. Oh no, Newland is the old house. Yes, I was looking at that about 3 days ago. So yes, I'm definitely going to do that. I might do that this week or next week if the weather's good. I'm hoping, and now you might know this. Is it accessible to the public? That's what I want to know, because I was looking on the maps and it's not quite clear. I know I did see a public footpath that runs near it, but I'm not sure if I can get to it or if it's private property. Have you done Gomersall Tunnel near Oakwell Hall? I haven't yet, but I will be doing. Again, it's on. I'll be doing that whole railway line. You're in good company with TNT, Martin Zero, and the White Wicks, all cracking channels. Yes, they are very. And like I said, before I did this, I used to watch Martin. I watched Trekking and Towpaths, and I watched the White Wicks. And also a guy called, I've forgotten his blooming name now, I'm on the spot. Oh, he does all the stations. Jeff something. I've already forgot his name. I watched him as well. He does a lot of the London Underground and stuff. I used to watch them channels before I did this. And so, yeah, and that's what made me realise that nobody does Yorkshire. So, and I watch a guy in Hull as well called Hull History Nerd. He's good. And I realized that no one does this area. So that's what made me start to do this. Looks like you're going to be busy. Yes, I really am. Honestly, the list that I started to do, I keep adding to it. I can tick 5 or 6 off and then add another 50. It's just getting bigger. And I've got pins on Google Maps, on Google Earth, everywhere. And it's starting to look a bit like a garden of some sort. There's just dots and things everywhere. It's horrible. But yeah, good for me because it'll keep me busy. I might have to do 2 videos a week soon. So here's a link. Okay, yeah, send us that, John. That'd be amazing. A bit extra to Whitby visit. There's a tunnel just higher up from the coast from Sands End. Yes, I've seen a picture of that. Pompey is an interesting site. What's that, Billy? I've never heard of that. Can you send me the link? I know I keep saying send me this, but I'll forget. Send me a link to that, please, Billy. Jeff Marshall, that's him. Jeff Marshall. And David says Jeff Marshall. Yes, that's the guy. Brilliant. I love him. I love Jeff Marshall. Following on from your drug plane crash video, do RAF airfields in Yorkshire tickle your fancy? Plenty in around East North Yorkshire. Yeah. Again, something I've got a couple already down. I've got an actual airship field as well, an old where they used to make airships. It says Newlands is accessible via footpaths from Norman to lots of ruin. Oh, excellent. I'll be there then. Yes, I will. 100%. Bugger the link to a picture of. Oh, okay. Just send me it. That'll be easier. Send me it on like a private message or Facebook or on the group on Facebook. So just before we go back to the questions, I've got a couple more things to talk about. So upcoming videos. Now, I did say to you, I've told you a few what I've got already. So this Sunday, we've got the Gildersome Station and the Drillington and Oddwalton Station video this Sunday, which is the Pudsey Ardsley line. And I got shouted at for calling it the Pudsey Ardsley line the other day. That's what I call it. I didn't say it was called that officially. That's what I call it because I'm going from Ardsley to Pudsey, so that's what it is. So I'll be doing the lost what I was saying now. The Gildersome and the Drillington Station this Sunday. Then it's Milnerfield the week after that, and then coming up we've got the 2 Middleton Park videos, which one is about the mines and the collieries, and the other one's about the transport. So the tramway, the electric tramway, the railway, and the wagonway, which was all in the park. And I've got the Holbeck Viaduct with Ashley. I've got Martin Zero in Saltaire, Martin Zero at the Pudsey Tunnel. Got all the rest of the Ardsley line as well. I've got Birkenshaw and Tong Station, Dudley Hill Station, and I'm going to be filming next week the Pudsey section as well. And what else have I got? I've got some more. I'm missing some. I've got more than that. I'm going to have to look at my video list now. So I've got, let me see. So you've got Milnerfield, Holbeck Viaduct, Middleton Park, Greenside Tunnel, Saltaire Village. Yeah, quite a bit coming up. And then in future, I've got more than that I'm going to add to it as well. If you want to support the channel as well, another thing I just wanted to mention, you remember last time I said that I had a Patreon account. I've still got that. That's still there. And I've got a couple of packages on there. But since then, I've now got the YouTube join button as well, which they've allowed me to put on. So if you fancy joining and becoming a member of the channel, if you just go to my Facebook channel, I keep saying Facebook, my YouTube channel page, there's a link, a little button on there that says join. If you just click that, there's a load of different packages where you can support us and you get perks for doing that. So I think the cheapest one is 99p a month. And for that, you get like access to a members area. You get your nice little badges on the chat that you can see at the side where it highlights your comments in the chats and you get some unique things to use. And also the packages go up from there and I offer different things, even somewhere you can come on videos with me as well, which is the top end. But also on Patreon, please, if you're on Facebook, I have a Facebook page as well, which is AdventureMe YT for YouTube. AdventureMe YT. And the same on Instagram. I'm not on Twitter because I hate the damn thing. Devil's work, Twitter. Don't like it. Hate it. So Instagram and Facebook, I'm on there. So yeah, that's how you can support us. Now, I am currently saving up for a drone. So if you fancy chipping in towards that, that'd be brilliant. I would buy one, but I'm not working. Yeah, I could do a drone, especially for winter. Also, if you fancy just donating some money, you don't have to subscribe. You can just do it on PayPal. Again, all the links are in the descriptions of my videos. And I just wanted to mention as well, I've had a couple of people message me. a bit dubious. I mean, they obviously, some people don't really understand how YouTube works, and I've never thought about this because I've always known that to subscribe that it's free, but some people didn't realize, and it never dawned on me that that's the case. So I've got to sort of make it clear now. Some people think that if you subscribe because of the word subscribe, like you would subscribe to a magazine or something, they think that it means that they've got to pay to join. And I said, no, you just click the button, it's free. And they were surprised that I said that. I said, if you want to be a member, yes, you pay for that, but that's different. That's join. That's a membership. But actually to subscribe is completely free. They didn't know that. I said, it's the same as liking. It's just like Facebook. When you like a page, it's just a subscription. But what they don't realize is that subscriptions help massively with the channel, because the more subscribers that I get, the more benefits that YouTube will give me as well to do things on here. You sort of unlock things as you go up. And yeah, so if you're not already subscribed to the channel, because I looked at my stats the other day and quite a lot of people aren't. They watch the videos, but they're not subscribed. So if you're not subscribed, just go to the channel page now and click the subscribe button for me. That'll be amazing. Just get yourself subscribed to the channel. So, yeah, okay, let's go back to the questions then and see what we're getting in. Where are we? I've already skipped 100 of these. Go down to the bottom. Buster, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Celebration Balloons of Roughwell. Hello, how are you doing? Were you involved with the clearing the path to the steroid well on the pastures at Rothwell? Not the one that you're talking about, but I did venture down there a couple of months ago, and I did, shall we say, get rid of some of the weeds and the rubbish that was there. I know somebody that did do a lot more than I did. Richard, I think he was called, went down and he cleared a hell of a lot of that. But when I was down there, I did, I took some things with me because I wanted to find it, but he got there first. So, but I'm not bitter about it because I'm meeting up with Richard and we're going to go look at it together on a video. So we are going to cover the steroid well, but I did clear some, but nothing major like he did. I think you're referring to what he did. No. One of the Methley Line videos, there's a chap dressed in black running across the field in the background. Was he with you? I know who you mean. There was two videos where there was somebody, there was one in the background in one of my pit videos that I did. I was in the woods and you can see somebody approaching behind me in the distance and everybody thought it was a ghost. I was like, no, it was a kid that was walking through. I saw him behind me. Before I filmed the clip, I could see him walking across the field and he walked through the trees. But the one on the Methley, yeah, I think I know who that was because I went down, remember I went down the banking to look at the bridge that was there, the bridge that I found. And when I went into the bridge, I was talking down there, and then I came round and I went back up the banking, but there was nobody on that path at all. It was completely quiet. And when I came up the path, there was a couple at the top of the path, a young couple, a boy and a girl, obviously. And I think they were not doing anything bad, but you know what I mean. I think they were up there trying to get some time alone. And when I walked up the banking, I startled them and scared them, and they sort of jumped, and then they both scarpered. I think that was him running across the field. So yeah, I remember that because Drillington. I know. I used to live near Drigg, so I know. But a lot of people aren't from round here, so I have to call it Drillington because that's how it's known outside of Drigg. I know it's called Drigg because I was brought up about half a mile from there, and I know people that live there, so I know it's Drigg. Yeah, it annoys me, but I when I say things, I have to take the slang out of it and say it how other people would expect it. There's There's a few. I can't give you another example, but there's another example I do on one of my videos where I say it as other people would say it, but it's not how I would say it. But yeah, I know it's Drig, but I call it Drillington. I don't know why on the video. What's the difference between Patreon and YouTube Join? Patreon is exactly the same as YouTube Join. It's exactly the same. It's just different companies. So Patreon do it as a service. YouTube do it as a feature on YouTube. And it's the same, but I haven't set it up the same. So Patreon, there is only 3 levels, 3 membership levels that you can do, but they're the same benefits. Whereas on YouTube, I think there's 5 to give a bit more flexibility, because Patreon's a bit funny about what you do on there. So they're both the same. You'll get the same benefits, the same things. I'd say the YouTube one's easier. From probably your point of view, because I live on YouTube. So yeah. Will you consider doing the whole Barnsley railway line? Will I consider doing the whole Barnsley railway line? Which one are you talking about, Ron? There's a couple in Barnsley that I'm aware of. Are you talking about a particular stretch or everything? Really enjoy the before and after photos being linked to the historical maps. Help visualize the sheer changes in the landscape. Yes, thanks. Yeah, I love doing that. I've got better at that, you'll notice. When I first started, I put pictures in, but I never really bothered with the maps. I used to kind of presume that you would know where it was, but because a lot of people didn't, I was... people started to message me and say, where were you? What were you? Whereabouts were you? So I thought, I'm going to put maps in. So that's what I did. I stuck a few maps in, and I'm trying to improve on that. I'm trying to keep you updated in the video as to where I am. I was trying to do a GPS thing, but it didn't work. I've got GPS on my camera, which should pinpoint where I am on a map, but it doesn't work for some reason. We're going back down Mapley Tunnel soon if you fancy it. Yeah, I'm up for that. Definitely up for that. Definitely, yeah, 100%. I've not been in there, so I'll definitely be up for that. John sent a message to you, Gmail. Thanks, mate. Paul Clubley. Hi, Paul. You all right? How you doing? It's just past the ooze, right past that corner. Even I don't talk like that. It's just past that ooze, right past that corner. What is? Let me know what you're talking about, Paul. Did I miss one further up? David says, any plans for a video of the Battle of Oddwalton Moor? Yes, I have. Funnily enough, I have, yeah. When I was up there filming the Drig video, the Drig station video, I was talking to a guy and he was telling me about it, and I put it on my list. So, yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed. What else have we got? Where are we? Where are we? Oh, Mr. Cartwright. You became a new YouTube member. Thanks, mate. Thank you very much. Paul, cheers, mate. You're already a member on Patreon. Thanks a lot. Any plans? Yeah, done that one. Darren, have you or would you duo on the Standish Tunnel? Marsden to Diggle, looking at the shantytowns workers lived in it. I'd love to do that, yeah. I've been to the Standish Tunnel, but not on a vlog. I went there a couple of years ago. So I would love to do that. Do you know anything about it? Because I don't. It's not my strong point, the Standish Tunnel. Do you know anything about in that area? If you do, let me know, because you can show me. We can go do it. Oh, Celebration House, I think. Oh, okay. When you go to Cass and ask for directions, Paul says. Is that what you say? House. They say toast as well, don't they? Toast. And goats and coats in Cass. It's only 4 or 5 miles away, and yet they talk completely different to me. It's strange that how the accent changes so much between a couple of miles. You sent me a link, Billy. Thanks. I have no idea what it is. Mr. Cartwright, and I've done that one. Would you consider some of these I've missed? Any plans for I've done that one. Oh, Nomad Steve, Darren, have you or would you do it? I've done that one. I'm going back over these. Keep your questions coming in because we're running out. So we've got a couple of new members. Thanks for joining, guys. That's amazing. Thanks for being a member. So come on, get your questions and answers in. I'll get your questions in and I'll answer it. Now, I've got a question for you lot before some of the questions come in. I've got a question. Are you happy with the video lengths, the length that, I can't even say that word, the lengths that I do now? Because a lot of people are not sure what you should be doing with regards to YouTube and the length of videos. And I've always aimed for around 20, 22 minutes for a video. But recently, a lot of them have been about 18 minutes. And that's because I've been told that 22 is a bit too long and 18 is about right. So I've gone down to 18 on the next 4 or 5 that you'll see coming up. But then I've also been told that 10 minutes is more than enough, because I noticed that a lot of people peter off watching after about 8 or 10 minutes. They obviously get bored and move on. And apparently people's attention span tends to be 8 to 10 minutes. So I know Martin does like half an hour on his videos. He does however long he needs to. And I watch them right to the end. So I don't know. Do people want longer videos or shorter videos? Or would you rather that I do 2 videos a week? So if I did a Wednesday and a Sunday every week, but shorter videos. So if I say, for example, did a 10 or 12 minute video twice a week, would you be happy with that? Or are you happy with the one a week at 18, 20 minutes? Let me know down below. I would love to know that. And also I've been picked up on a couple of my videos. People have said, you repeat yourself quite a lot in your videos. And yes, I know I do. I know. A few people have mentioned that in my comments. And they're very critical. I repeat a lot of what I say. Now, when I was talking about this to Martin the other day, and he said he does the same. Martin says, yeah, I do exactly the same. I repeat myself. And I think it's because when you're talking to a camera, you're thinking of other things in the shot and what you're doing whilst you're talking, and you don't always remember what you've already said in the video, if that makes sense. And sometimes when you edit, it can be 10 minutes apart, so you forget that you've already said it. And when it comes to, it's only when you come to putting it out and then you watch it and you think, oh God, I've already said that twice. So I do apologize if I'm repeating myself. I try not to, and I'm more conscious of it now. And you'll notice on the newer videos, I'm trying to sort of say it once and once only, but I can't help myself. I keep doing it. And I do think a lot of it's nerves as well. Okay, where are we? Let's go back to the questions. So we got, Paul says, enjoyed your video with Martin the other week. He's a great guy. Yes, he is. Really nice guy. Got on really well with him. We had a good laugh. We were a bit nervous to start with, the pair of us. I chatted, I think I bit his ear off all the way, because I drove him in the car and I bit his ear off. And I think that kind of relaxed me a little bit. And when we got there, we were a bit nervous and a bit, because we don't know each other at all. We were both a bit nervous, but then we soon chirped up. We got to know each other and then we got really comfortable. Magdalena, Castleford Viaduct is an interesting one. Big rusting brick. Yes, I'm aware of that one. I nearly took Martin there the other day. If we had time at the end of coming back from Saltaire, I was going to nip across to the Castleford Viaduct and show Martin that, because I know he'd have liked it, but we just didn't have time. We didn't get back from Milner Field till about 8, 9 o'clock, and we were both starving. So we got food, and then he headed off home because he had an hour's drive home. but I was hoping to get to Cast Viaduct, so I will be doing that in future. Buster says, when are you going to get a YouTube plaque? Long way off, yeah, long way off. I think you need 100,000 subscribers for that. So keep subscribing. We'll get there. I think you need 100,000 to get the plaque. I'll message you, pal. Know a bit, but would be fun to do it. Yeah, I'd love to do it. That'd be great. I can always research it. I will research it before we go, but I just want somebody to show me because I don't know the area. So if you know the area, I'll happily go up there with you and film a video. Paul says, could be a bit longer. Martin usually does 30 minutes. Yeah, I agree with you that YouTube is most people's TV. I mean, it's mine. That's all I watch now. I mean, you ask my other half. That's all I watch. I don't watch, apart from Coronation Street and a few things, I don't watch much TV at all. And I bet Netflix. It's mainly YouTube. I just sit on it all night. But I do think sometimes, and I agree with you to a certain point, because I love Martin's videos being 30 minutes, because I love what he does. But unless you can be really interesting for 30 minutes, then I'm wary of it. And I'm not sure I can at the minute. Like I said, I'm still quite new to this, and I could probably talk for 30 minutes like now, but I'll bore you. And if I've got a really good subject, I probably would. As in, if I didn't want to cut it down, I probably would do that. But I've had a few people complaining about, well, not mine, but other people's, when they've done half an hour. I've seen a few people complaining about, oh, it's too long, it's too long. But I agree, yeah. Ian says 20-ish is just right. That's what I'm aiming for roughly now. I do 18 to 22-ish. Ron says Hull to Barnsley line was closed down. Oh, the Hull to Barnsley line. Yeah, there is some things left of it. I know that I think there's a tunnel and a couple of viaducts. Again, I will cover that one because it's related to a few that I've already done. If you look at my Methley Joint Railway and the East West Yorkshire Union Railway series that I did, that joined the Hull and Barnsley eventually. 20 minutes is about right, but depends on the subject. Yeah, it does. If you're interested, then you'll watch all of it, no matter how long. Yeah, I agree. Some people don't, and that's what confuses me. Is I get people that will watch 6, 7, 8 minutes, and then it just peters off. If you look at the chart, it sort of goes like that, and then dips, sort of slopes down the last 10 minutes. It's almost like people are getting bored or losing interest. And I think, is that because I'm boring them? Is that because it's too long? I don't know. Buster says make them longer. I no longer have a TV license, so I'd like to have the opportunity to get in the background story. Oh, yeah. Well, the way it's going on, you never know. We might not need to pay a TV license. 30 minutes is about right. Yeah. I watch. See, I like I said, I agree, but I watch right to the end. Longer is better. Yeah, I watch right to the end. I always watch Martin's, even right to the credits, because you never know what you're going to miss. Because sometimes on my videos, I put things right at the end. See, a lot of you are saying 30 minutes, but I'm betting a lot of you that are saying 30 minutes have come from Martin's channel. I bet you. And you're used to it. But yeah, I mean, I spoke to Martin about it, like I said, and he said, there's no set time. He said, I don't aim for 30. He said, it's as long as it is. He said, it can be 15 minutes to half an hour to 40 minutes. It's just as long as it needs to be, basically. Do they get bored, or is it more to do with their data? I don't know. I mean, maybe it's just people. It could also be people that click on and just realize that the video's not for them or something. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people might click onto my video and then think, oh, I'm not interested in this, and then click off it, and that could bring the stats down. Maybe it's that. Do you use any sites for the maps? I'm wanting to go back further than the OS online ones. I don't. I use the OS ones, the historical ones. There are some that are older than that, but you've got to pay for them. I found a source years ago that did old maps from the 1700s onwards, but they're not very good. The data in them is quite high level, so you can't see much. No good for like small things, and they're quite expensive to look at them. David Forrest, 30 minutes. Probably depends on the subject. There could be enough for 30, but not 40. Yeah. I think the general consensus is do as long as you need to do, as long as it takes. Martin has an advantage that there's loads of history left in Manchester. In West Yorkshire, they do tend to rip it all out and nothing left. So you can only use your imagination a lot of the times. Well, Paul, you say that, but my list is absolutely ginormous because we've got a lot around here. We had a lot of mining history, which they didn't have over there. A lot of mines, collieries, a lot of caves and things like that, which they don't have. I think we had more railways than they have because a lot of their railways are still in use today, whereas ours aren't. We've got a lot more railways. They probably trump us on the canals, but only just. But no, I disagree. I'd say we've got more. I'd say we've probably got more than they have. Even Martin said that when he came over. He said there's so much over here. I mean, yeah, if you go further out, like Bury, Burnley, Bolton, and all that area, you're probably going to get more. But the equivalent to that here would be me going up to North Yorkshire or South Yorkshire, and we'd have even more. So I'd say we've got quite a lot in Yorkshire. South Leeds Buzz, I buy your maps on eBay. You can buy them for as little as £3.70. What are those? Which maps are you talking? Are you talking about old maps, like historic maps? Let me know what you mean. Send me a link to one because I'd love to see what you mean. That's South Leeds Buzz. Try the interactive maps on National. I do try. I use them. I use a lot of them maps. I have a CD with 1890 to 1910 Leeds maps. The scale is massive. Ooh. You can copy it. We eventually meet. Yeah, brilliant. That'd be amazing, Billy. Is your partner going to be doing a video with you and Barney? No, definitely not. Not made for a camera. They don't want to do camera work. It's not their thing. So Barney does. In fact, I'll get Barney for you in a minute. Have you ever watched Colin and Sean Foxes Afloat? Yes, I have. Yeah, I'm subscribed to them. I think they can talk till the cows come home. Yes, I agree, Ron. Sometimes I'm thinking, shut up, get on with it. But yeah, I mean, it's part of their charm, isn't it? It's what they do. They're quite down to earth, casual, and the Yorkshire lads, and not far from me as well, where they lived. I'm hoping to do something with them one day. You never know, the Foxes. But I know what you mean. And they're free. What's David talking about? They're free. Let me know what you're talking about, David. I don't know what you mean when you say they're free. Excellent. Once you're back at work, will you struggle to make videos and edit them at the same rate? No, definitely not. I was explaining on the last live stream, if you weren't here, but the job that I do is weekends only. So no, I only work Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays. So I'm free through the week anyway. So it's brilliant for doing this because I can still vlog through the week. I do work through the week, but I work from home, so it's not. I can do it when I need to do it. So no, I'm flexible. Not like Martin, who he has a full-time job, obviously. Mine's it's full-time, but it's weird hours. But I can definitely vlog around it easily. I mean, I've got more time on my hands now, but that doesn't mean I'll have less when I'm back at work. No. In fact, it might enable me to do some more videos because a lot of where I work is all around the UK. So it means I'm traveling quite a bit. Cool. I lived in an old station house with remains of platforms. Maps are brilliant. Oh, brilliant. Ebenezer. Okay, which station was that, Ebenezer? Which station house was it that you lived in? I'd love to know. Methley. Oh, right. I get you, Paul. Yep. Did you find any creepy in Saltaire in the cellars? No, I didn't. Apart from the spiders, which were horrendous. They had the egg sacs and the big spider sat on it. It was horrible. But I tried not to think about it when I was in there. But I didn't find anything creepy, but I didn't see any ghosts or anything. But what I found was the whole area to be a bit eerie. You know, when there's just something about it. I mean, the fact that it was dead quiet didn't help. And it was a bit gloomy and dark. And also, there were some noises in there as well. You kept hearing, like, you know, like you see in horror films where you hear all these, like, crows in the background. There was a lot of that around there, which kind of sets the scene. So when I was there, I was thinking, this is actually quite creepy. And Martin was really sort of freaked out by it. And he went really quiet at one point. And I said to him, "You all right?" He said, I'm a bit affected by it. He said, it's a bit somber and a bit ghostly. And I got what he meant. It was very, I don't know, it was strange. It wasn't scary. It was just strange. I mean, I wouldn't say I believe in ghosts or anything, but I always said if I see one, then I would, but I haven't yet. There is an old quarry in Canclo Woods in Rotherham, but can't find any info. Or if you find anything, Buster, let me know. I just wanted to mention as well, back to the Milner Field. In my second video, which is out not this Sunday, but the week after, I find another cellar that Martin didn't see. So in the second video, I go over to where the stables was. There was an old stable block, and I go over there. Martin didn't go over there. He stayed where the house was, and I went over to the stable block, and I found another cellar. Now, there was a massive stone slab in front of it, so you couldn't get in, which is a shame because I wanted to go in. Oh, am I kidding? I didn't. It was horrible, but I probably would have done it. But I did get the camera in there, and I pushed the camera in, and there was another room to the side. It was pitch black. So yeah, look forward to that. Mr. Pete Elms, how did you get into all this? What sparked your interest? Well, I've always been into history. Probably since a young kid. I've always been fascinated without actually thinking about it. I've kind of always liked to look at old things and stuff like that. I wouldn't say I was a historian, but I like, especially abandoned things. I always like that sort of feeling of when you go somewhere and think, what was this? Because my dad used to take me to a lot of old places like Shipley Glen, Saltaire, places with history. So I've always been into it. And I would say people like Martin and other history channels that I watch on YouTube have kind of highlighted it for me. And I've got really interested in it. But like I said, I've always been into it, just never really on a massive scale until recently. So that's what started me off, really. Probably the YouTube thing. It made it more accessible. And I realized I wasn't the only one. So that kind of made me get into it. Sounds like some great videos coming up. Can't wait to see them, especially looking forward to the Middleton Park and the Coast ones. I like the videos between 20-30 minutes. It's a good time length. Thanks, Julie. Yeah, there's some good ones coming up. I've tried to do a bit of variety going forward. Oh, okay, David. Yeah, no, I use the National Library ones all the time. I'm on that website nearly every day. That's what I use for my matching things up. Are you taking part in Martin's walk with fans along the river? No, I didn't know about that. I'm sure if he wants me to, he'll ask me anyway. He did say he might invite me over soon to do one at that end. I might be doing a video with Martin over there. No, I wasn't aware of that. Where was that posted? I've not seen it in his videos. Has he posted that somewhere? Humble Station. Oh, okay. Oh, Humby Station. Where's that, Ebenezer? Humby Station. I'm going to have to Google that now. Humby Station. Google it. Where is it? Never heard of that. Oh, Scotland. Oh, near Edinburgh. Near Edinburgh, Ebenezer, yeah. Okay. When you came to Sheffield, you missed the Tinsley train yard and the Trenton mine. I didn't miss the Trenton mine. We went to it, but there was nothing to see, so I didn't really talk about it. What job do you do again? You know what I do. Megalithic portal and modern antiquarian would be good sites to look at. Maybe some of the little facts close to where you are filming out and about. Good something. Okay, yeah. Anything. I like anything at all. I even considered doing a haunting video. Somebody messaged me and said, "Do you fancy coming on a?" They call them like a ghost hunt, but it's not like Most Haunted. But they go, I don't know. It's like a spooky video. Somebody asked me to do one of them, and it's not really my thing, but I considered it because it's different. Hi from Mirfield. Hi, Kay. Enjoyed the Pudsey ramble. Born and lived in Pudsey during my childhood. Played in the Greenside Tunnel just after it closed in the 60s. Yeah, that's where I was brought up. I was born literally a few hundred yards away from there. And, well, I wasn't born there, but I lived there. And I was born in Bradford in city centre. But all my childhood was spent around Pudsey and Tyersall, that area. And I used to walk through the Greenside Tunnel on my own, regular. I wouldn't dare do it now, but I used to take do you remember the little torches? You had the little torch with the bulb in the end, the little yellow bulb with two of the big A batteries in. I had one of them, and I used to just walk through it. Not like now where you've got these bright LED torches. I used to just go through it on my own, and especially I remember going through with my dad and friends, and we used to go in there and play in the little things. I know it really well, but it's a shame it's been blocked up now. So I know a lot of Full Neck and Tong and all that area. That's why I took Martin there, because I know the area, and I could tell him a lot of stories because, like I said, I've got a lot of information. Would you look at doing some research on Bullerthorpe Lane? There's some good-looking gatepost to Farmers Fields. Okay, yeah, I'll look into that. Bullerthorpe Lane, I know where that is. Yeah, might have been a Roman road, maybe, yeah. I'll have a look, because it's right near, well, it's where the canal is anyway, in the river, so it probably would have followed the river, maybe. East Lothian, yeah. I've done a few gigs around there, a few bits of jobs around there as well. So if you weren't here last time, I'm a musician or a singer. That's what I do for my job. And I've done a few gigs in East Lothian. In fact, my last gig I did this year was East Lothian. It was Dunbar, near Dunbar. It was my last gig in February this year. On Martin's members area. All right, okay. Yeah. Hello, everyone in the members section. Because we meet up trip the Medlock Culvert. I've not checked it out for a few weeks, so I haven't noticed. I'll have a look at that. Medlock Culvert in Manchester. I am tempted to look at August, possibly August. Okay. Yeah, I'll be up for that. I'll be well up for that. Stone circles, Holywell, standing stones, they're all on those sites. Yeah. I've seen a few of them down there, or a few things that you're talking about. So I think the general consensus is that my video length is probably about right. So I'm not going to reduce it anymore. But my question was, and it still stands, would you prefer 2 videos a week, shorter length, so 10, 12, 14 minutes, or 1 longer feature a week? So would you prefer 2 shorter videos or 1 long video a week? That's my next question to you lot. So I'm trying to perfect a sort of middle ground. Now, shall we get Barney in so you can all meet Barney? I know a lot of you have seen him before, but I'll bring Barney in. Where's Barney? I'm going to just shout him in. I'll get Barney in and you can meet Barney. So yeah, that's my question about the video lengths. Hang on, he's here. He's here. Barney, come here. Come here. Come here. Can you see him over there? Hang on. Barney. Who's this? Is he? Is it Nana? He's there, look. Say hello to Barney, everyone. He's trying to look out the window, but he can't. He's probably going to have a nap now. That's all he does is sleep. Anyway, that's Barney the Beagle. Now, did everyone see the video that I put on of Barney raiding the bin? The Barney the Bin Raider. Just a bit of fun. I put up a video midweek. If you haven't seen it, I put a video up on a couple of Wednesdays back. And it was just, like I said, it was just a bit of fun. Not relevant to the channel, but I just wanted to show everybody it was funny. I caught him on our CCTV raiding the bin multiple times, but he got cleverer every time he did it. So we put some obstacles in the way to stop him doing it. But every time we did, he went up another level and found a way around it until eventually he worked out how to climb up on the top by using the chair to get onto the side to walk around the kitchen and push the bin off. If you haven't seen it, watch it. Okay, let's go back to the questions. Fingers crossed. Next year, maybe we're doing. Yeah. Yes, Buster. Hopefully. Hello. Have you thought about checking out the railway history and relics towards Normanton? I can see from your videos that you're often in Castleford and Woodlesford and Methley. Yeah, I'm going to be doing the Normanton station, the old one, soon. You know, it was the longest platform or something, wasn't it? Let's pull this down a bit. Yeah, I'm going to be looking. Honestly, I will get everywhere in Yorkshire eventually. I'm trying to sort of try to give it a bit of a variety at the minute, and it's hard for me to get everywhere so quick, but I will eventually get everything done in Yorkshire. Paul, long one midweek. Okay, so you prefer a midweek, not a Sunday? So I do it on a Sunday because a lot of people do Sunday videos, and more people tend to be on YouTube on a Sunday. That's why I do Sunday. Wednesdays are very quiet in terms of YouTube. If you look at the figures, I mean, you won't see it unless you have a channel. But if you look at the figures of when people are online, Wednesdays are the quietest day of the week. So I wouldn't do a Wednesday. That's why I put the other stuff out on a Wednesday. But a Monday is possible. Long one longer video, please. One prefer one video, one longer one. I think the general consensus here is that you like the longer videos, the single video. Excellent. Well, you're all saying the same, so that's what I'll stick to then. I'll stick to doing one a week. We love Barney. He loves everyone as well. Hi, Barney. He's not interested. He's just sat over there. I wish I could show you, but I've got to unplug everything to turn this round. He's giving me the evil eyes because he's stuck in here with me. When does Barney get his own channel? Oh no, don't give him an ego. He's already got one. Hi, Nix. Anyway, you're right. How long video are we talking about? Well, I don't know. Just a longer one. I bet your partner is pissed off if you sat in the front of the telly all night. Not really, no. Because we watch TV together, and then it's only, you see, I'm a night owl, you see. I go to bed really late, and I'm up a bit later in the day, so I'm what I would call a night owl. So I watch a lot of my TV at night. Barney the Bin Diver. Not what I called it, Buster, but nearly. Bin Raider, I called it. Do you have any funny outtakes to post at the end of your vids? I've considered doing that. I had a couple from when me and Martin were out. I had a couple of clips of us doing some stupid things or retaking things, but I found it funny, but I don't think you lot would have done. And I did consider putting them at the end, but because it was Martin, I didn't want to do it without his permission, because it was footage of him. But I have considered doing it, and I would, you know, if I did fall in a video or something like that, I would probably put it in at the end anyway, because as long as it's funny. Buster doing outtakes, yeah. I might even do a separate video, like you say. Howard Gibson, hi Howard, you all right? Bullerthorpe Lane follows the line of an Iron Age defensive ditch. Oh, see, Howard knows. Howard knows about this, Paul. Howard knows. Bullerthorpe Lane follows the line of an Iron Age defensive ditch which appears in the northeast Leeds. It was a defence against the Vikings. Oh, excellent. See, Howard knows. I should have asked you, Howard. Anyway, I knew you would have known. Yeah, a bit like the one. Is that like the one in Middleton and Beeston that I were looking at the other day, Middleton Park? The what do they call it? The boundary ditch. Billy says, I have a drone with camera if you want to borrow one. Well, I'm hoping I can buy one because I'm probably going to damage it and break it. And I don't want to use yours, Billy, and break it because I might do. I had a drone a couple of years ago. It was a Christmas present, and within probably an hour, I broke it. I smashed it to pieces, and then I fixed it, and then I landed it in somebody's garden by accident. It hit their house and fell in the garden. It took me 2 days to get it back, and then now it won't even turn on. So, yeah, I'm not very good with drones, but I'll have to get better. I mean, that wasn't an expensive one, but I wouldn't want to be responsible for your drone, Billy. So I'll hopefully get my own, and then I can smash it up. It doesn't matter. Stephen Smith says, hi, Stephen, you all right? When you walked the Castle Pit site, did you pick up any info on the woods at the bottom of the site, Giddo Spring? It's not changed shape from the earliest maps. Yeah, I know what you mean. Because the top end where the pits were, where the mines were, they were completely open. There was no trees there. And if you look at the old maps, they're just pits. There's no trees, whereas now they're part of the woods. But the bottom end, like you say, that's all historic, isn't it? Prehistoric. Not prehistoric, but it's old and ancient. Yeah, a lot of that, apart from the M1 cutting right through it. But yeah, I know what you mean. I didn't notice anything apart from the stream that ran, or the beck that ran through it. I didn't notice anything that stood out. No. I would imagine the Battle of Orgreave video was interesting to research and make, and a darker side of Yorkshire's history. Yeah, it was. Really enjoyed the more recent history you covered. I hope you do more. Thanks. I will do more, yeah. Yeah, that was a different thing for me to do. Joe that was in the video, he messaged me about that. He was on a group talking about it, and I messaged him and I said, what's this you're talking about? And he's like, oh, Orgreave. And I said, I've never heard of it. What is it? And he told me the story, and I kind of enjoyed it. And I thought, I said, is there anything out there about it? He said, not really. So I asked him if he'd take me down and show me, and he did. But I had to do my own research before I went. I didn't want to go and just rely on Joe. So I researched it, and he obviously filled me in when I was there as well with things I'd missed. Yeah, it was quite a dark side to what I normally do. Probably as dark as I would get, I would say, because it can be seen as a bit controversial as well, the riots and stuff. So I was a bit careful about what I said and how I'd played it. I did have a few strong opinions, but I didn't air them that much on the camera. I just sort of told the story about what it was. Caitlin says, you need to visit Cottingley Woods Castle. Cottingley Woods Oh, I know which one you're talking about. In Cottingley Woods, is there not a load of remains of different features in there as well? Because, again, I was looking at that the other day. Somebody sent me a link to that. I might think of somewhere else. But so if you've got any information, Caitlin, can you send me that on Facebook or something, or a messenger? Send me, or an email. Just send us just a link to something about it, and I'll have a look into it. Ant says, trekking in towpaths. I have footage in Drewton tunnels repeatedly slopping over, sinking, facing the mud. That tunnel is a... Oh, right, okay. Is that your outtakes video, Ant? Repeatedly slopping... I've not got anything like that yet. I'm quite careful on camera. I've not fallen flat on my ass yet. It wouldn't matter at all, honestly. It's a DJI Phantom. Well, yeah, but it would to me, Billy, because if I broke it, I'd feel so guilty taking it back in pieces and saying, sorry, mate. Oh, good question, Buster. Have you got a Christmas video in mind? You know what? I've not even thought about it at all. And I probably should do something Christmassy, shouldn't I? So, yeah, I probably will. Yeah, I'll schedule a good video for Christmas. I'll probably even wear a Santa hat as well. And yeah, I'll do something special. Has anybody got any suggestions what I could do for a Christmas video? That would be a good thing to put down below. So message me if you can think of anything I could do as a Christmas special video. Yeah, it was. I agree, Billy. Gary Croft says, I like your presentation style in your videos, as you don't moan about what has been lost and you just tell it like it is. Yeah, I try not to moan. I do sometimes say, what a shame, or, but I don't. Yeah, I mean, there's not what you can do about it, is there? It's gone. All you can do is tell a story and try find things that remain. There's no point being angry about it because it's gone. It's not going to bring it back, is it? So, yeah, I thanks for that. Yeah, I do that. But one thing I did say, I repeat myself. So, and I repeat myself. So if you didn't notice, Gary, I repeat myself. I'll try not to repeat myself too much. Must take some strength at times not to get drawn into beaching and decline. Yeah, it does. I have a few times. Well, see, I read a theory about the beaching cuts, and somebody... Well, I watched a video on YouTube about it, and they were saying technically it wasn't beaching. All he did was mark what could have been cut to save money. He didn't do anything. He just came up with a report, didn't he? He would just compile a report. And it was the government that cut them. They were looking, obviously, to save money after the war. And I mean, to be fair, passenger numbers on rail services was plummeting massively. So you can't keep something going if it's not used. You know what I mean? Let's say use it or lose it. And that's what happened. I'm not saying I agree with him, or what happened, but I kind of see why they did it, but they're regretting it now, aren't they? That's what I'll say. They're definitely regretting it now. There was no foresight. Stephen says, sounds like you found the medieval ditch. If you're talking about the Beeston ditch, the Middleton Beeston ditch, boundary ditch, then I did, yeah. And I had some experts tell me all about it when I was there. They showed me. I know was it you that messaged me about it and said do the boundary ditch? Well, Chris and Jim from Middleton Park showed me the thing, and I filmed it, and we did a story on it. That'll be in my Middleton video. It's waist deep. I presume you're about the tunnels. Oh, Ant says North Yorkshire Moors Railway Polar Express. Yeah, that's an interesting one. But we'll have to just see we'll have to wait and see what happens, won't we? Because they've only just reopened recently, or they are next week because of COVID. So I'm hoping that we're not restricted then at Christmas time, because that might put an end to anything like that. I don't think we will be, but you never know. Christmas special, sing Relight My Fire. Oh, God, no. I don't want to sing it on a weekly basis, never mind on a bloody vlog. Where are we? Going out in shorts in December down to the river, wading through the reeds would be a funny Christmas vid. Yeah, funny for you, not for me. I'm all right when it comes to blooming cold water anyway. Have got a wetsuit. I could do a nude swim. No. Shut up, Darren. Shut up. Stop giving ideas, because you're all going to hold me to that. Go on, keep the suggestions coming in. What would you do? What do you think I should do for a Christmas special, Christmas video? That's what I want to know. What should I do? So keep your questions coming in. I'm running out of questions below. Keep them coming in. Where are we? Buster, no. The railway died due to the motorways. Yeah, pretty much. The motorways went far before that, were they? Now, have you got any plans, Ant? Trekking in towpaths, Ant, have you got any plans for what you're going to do for a Christmas video? Do you even do one? I don't know. I've never got to Christmas yet, because I started my channel in January, early January. So I started after Christmas. So I never got round to. I never did anything for Christmas. But you've been around for a few years, haven't you? So have you ever done anything special for Christmas? I'm not sure what to do. I might do some. I mean, I'll do something Christmassy, but I don't know what. Keep your questions coming in. We're drying up. I might have to call it a day soon. So, trekking. I did the Great Central Railway Polar Express last year. Okay, so that's a similar one on the Great Central. Was it good? I'll have to watch that. I didn't watch that video. I don't watch YouTube over Christmas. I never have, but I'll watch that one. I'll catch up on it. So they only started 15 months. Oh, so I thought you were around before that. I could have sworn you were around before that. I remember a few of your early videos. I enjoyed the tunnels in Nottingham one anyway. I liked that one. A nice little video. If it was me with the ditch. Oh, yeah. Okay, Stephen. I knew somebody messaged me, but I couldn't remember who it was. I always forget. And when I went to the park to meet the guys, I said to them, oh, while I'm here, can you show me the boundary ditch? And they went, oh, you interested in that? I said, yeah, anything like that. And they were a bit surprised that I wanted to know about it. He said, oh, nobody normally cares about that. I said, oh, please show me. So they took me down, showed me, and told me the whole story while we were there, which was good. Now, I've edited it down for YouTube. I didn't want to bore you all, but yeah, they took me down and showed me the boundary ditch. So thanks for that, Stephen. I've covered it. It'll be out. I think it was I can't remember which part it was in, part 1 or part 2, but it's definitely in the Middleton Park videos. Graham Glover, what camera do you use? I was just saying to somebody earlier, I use a GoPro Hero 8 at the minute. Basic, I know, but it's 4K, which is good quality. And it does everything that I need right now. I will upgrade in future, money depending and all that sort of thing, but not right now. But I'm happy with it. It does what I want it to do. The sound's rubbish, but I've kind of sorted that now. You won't see it yet, but on the later videos, I've improved the sound. I'm looking at a wireless system later on as well. But yeah, it's 4K and it's really good. I enjoy the quality. Kevin says, investigate the forgotten tunnel from Glasshout into Pontefract Castle. Ooh, that sounds good. That sounds really good. Does that exist, or is it a myth? Because I've seen a lot of these, like there's one in Leeds, isn't there? The Kirkstall Abbey. A few people said, do the tunnel at Kirkstall Abbey. I was like, well, does it exist? And they were like, well, we don't know. No, well, what's the point then? I'm not going to go digging random holes and looking for a tunnel, but does it exist? Is it genuine? Can you find it, or is it just a myth? Let me know, Kevin. Buster says, when are you opening a PO box? Soon, probably, yes. Probably next year I'll do it. I don't think there's a demand for it yet, but I will open a PO box. Why are you going to send me a load of junk mail, Buster? Ron Tanzer, you could maybe walk the Midland Grand Central line through Leicester, Nottingham, and show us where all the stations were and how everything has gone and what replaced it. I could do, Ron, yeah. I think Ant from Trekking and Towpaths would probably know a lot more about that than I would. Ant could probably show me it as well. Yeah, I'd be up for that with Ant. Do the Midland Grand Central. That's more his area. Not saying we wouldn't do it, but there are some hidden tunnels under Pontefract. Are they on your list? Although I don't think they're safe to go in. I don't care if it's not safe. That's the risk. Well, unless it's certain death, I don't mind taking a risk if it's a good chance that I'll live. Okay. Well, can you send me some more info about that? I think Ian B and Kevin Eastwood, I think you're talking about the same tunnels, maybe. Can you send me some info on it? Binman Hursty, hi mate, you all right? Have you thought about pairing up with other vloggers? See, you weren't here earlier on. I've already done this. Yes, I'm going to hopefully work with Ant from Trekking and Towpaths, who's on here now. And meeting a guy this Sunday, Robert John Kerr. He's on YouTube. We're doing a video together, and hopefully Martin again in future. I've got a few Martin videos to come, but I am meeting up with him again. He might be taking me over that side this time, and then I'll probably get him back over here again next year, maybe. And a few other, and the White Wicks. I'm definitely doing a White Wicks one, maybe next year. Jamie Farrell, lived in Middleton for 21 years and never heard of the Boundary Ditch. Looking forward to that one. Hi, Jamie. You all right? Yeah, it's a ditch that runs right through Middleton Park and all the way through Middleton and Beeston. So you'll find out about it in the video from some local experts. Seaside specials or coastal railways, Saltburn to Whitby is fascinating. Plus other, yeah, definitely on my list. I've walked that line before when I was younger. I remember walking around the coastal path, the Whitby side. Yeah, it was beautiful. So I'll definitely do that. Stephen Smith says, "Do you know the Secret Leads guys?" I don't know them. No, I'm on the group, and I go on their website. I've been on there for years, but I don't know them personally. No, they've never interacted with me, I don't think. But I have been on there. You should put all your location ideas on paper, do a draw from a hat, and on live for your Christmas special. Yeah, that's a good idea. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Could you research any Christmas traditions or foods that originate from Yorkshire? That's a brilliant idea, Richard. Yeah. I could go to Lincoln Christmas Market, but then technically that's not Yorkshire, is it? It's Lincolnshire, but... Oh, York. I'd imagine York's quite Christmassy. Billy says, have you done Miggy Pit yet? No, I haven't. But I'm hoping you're going to do that with me. I've got you on my list, Billy. And you were going to be getting a message from me in the next few weeks asking if you will come with me. We did all around Middleton Park with the two experts from the park. They run the Friends of Middleton Park. They told me about all the wagon ways, the coal pits, the mines, everything. But we didn't cover the Middleton broom pit. We didn't cover that. I did a little bit. I literally showed where it was. I pointed and said it was over there. That was it. But we didn't cover it. So I'm hoping, and I did say in the video that you'll see in a few weeks, that I'm hoping to go back with somebody that's going to do it with me, and that's you. Because I know you messaged me about that. Send me dock leaves. Oh, yeah, that'll be handy, Buster. Howard, you can go to the underground dungeons at Pontefract Castle each Thursday. Oh, okay, that's interesting. I didn't know they had any. I've never, I don't know much about Pontefract Castle at all, but yeah, I'll look into that. AD, I had it in my head that it was 8 p.m. you were starting the live stream. Noticed it was 7. Never mind, never mind. You're here anyway. I've gone over, so you're here. At least it might be because last time I did it, it was 8 p.m. I moved it a bit earlier this time. It was 7 p.m., but I did do it 8 o'clock last time. But yes, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You can go back and watch it because when I finish the live stream, this will be live on the channel straight after. So it'll be up as a normal video on the channel. So you can go back and watch it if you want to see what we discussed. Ian B. Used to live in Pontefract. I know where the entrance to a couple of them are. At least one is blocked up. I'll see what I can find and send you something. Brilliant. Cheers, mate. Do you know much about the Halifax High Level Railway? Nick's tax? No, I don't. Trying to think where you mean. Was it on a viaduct? Is that what you mean? No, I'm not sure about. I don't know that much about Halifax. I know certain parts of it, but not. I know there was a lot of canals and industry and railways in the middle, but I've never. I've got it on my list to look at, but I've never looked into it. Can you tell me more about that, Nix? Those Pontefract tunnels look freaky. Just gave them a Google. Oh, good. That's what we like, freaky. It's an amazing town. Oh, I know. I'm not going to get there, though. Billy says, I'm a Secret Leads member, so you have chatted with at least one. Oh, great. Yeah, I'm a Secret Leads. No, I'm not a member, but I'm on their Facebook group and I go on their forums. Yes, Billy. We'll sort something out. I was going to message you probably next week or the week after. Like I said, I've got a few things booked in at the minute, but I've got it on my list to do soon, like very soon. A source of the River Air would make a good video. Yes, it would. Christopher Casey. Yeah, that's a brilliant idea. Yeah. And I could do the River Wharf and the Calder as well. I could do them all. I mean, I'm sure they all come from roughly the same place, but yeah, that would be. I could find the spring where it comes out, couldn't I? And get a cup of water and drink it and say, hey. Or I could put something in it and see how long it takes to get down the river. That would be interesting. Could get a little GPS tracker and put it in from where we find the source and it goes all the way down. Track it right down to the River Ouse. That would be interesting. Kay, got to go. Interesting listening. We'll be watching a lot more of your videos. Good night, everyone. Thanks, Kay. See you soon. Bye. Well, have we all had enough? That's what I want to know now, because I don't want to drag it on too long and bore everybody to death. If you've got any more questions, just keep them coming. If they start drying up, I'm just going to guess that you're getting bored. I'm not getting bored. I enjoy it. I love it. I could sit and talk all night, but I've got a feeling you lot might be getting bored. Paul Clubley says, like a Top Gear special. Yeah. That'd be good. Could do like an hour video, Christmas Eve or Boxing Day or something. Yeah, that'd be good. I've just thought of an idea. We could do a live special. If I can find somewhere that I could do an hour's live special. Then I can't edit the video, can I? Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Paul's off soon. Well, thanks, Paul. If you do leave, we'll say bye before you go. If you're doing Saltburn Whitby, check out the Underground Railway from Port Mulgrave to the Grinkle history. The Ironstone Export. Look at the station Underground in the pharmacy. Oh, okay. I think I saw somebody do that. The Underground thing. I can't remember who it was. I think it was a TV program, and they went into like a cave thing underground. River Air starts at Malham Lake and disappears underground and comes out of a spring just before Malham Village. Okay. I'm not going to be able to follow that then, am I? If it goes underground. But I could go find the source of it, like you say. It'd be good, though, if I could get just a little GPS tracker that will float. That'd be really... Maybe on a little rubber thing and just drop it in and see where it goes. I'll fly the drone. Yes, Paul, you could. We'll do a live one. When doing the Middleton pit, don't forget the wagon way up the hill to the staves. I've done that already, Stephen. I've covered that already. When I did the Middleton Park, we did the wagon way. Oh, are you talking about the wagon way that went to the pit? Because I did the wagon ways in the park. I know there was another one near the pit as well. Okay, is it where it runs up through where the broom pit was and out through the top, and it goes up through the housing estate now? Is that the one you're talking about? There's some interesting walks and history around Towton. Lee C. Can you send me some info on that, Lee? What you mean? Send me some links to some stuff, because I will forget. Howard says, if you go to the Half Moon Lakes in winter, I'm covered in bites from yesterday. Yeah, I'm going down there. I think it was you, Howard, that said you were going to take me around there? I can't remember. Somebody said they were going to take me around the Half Moon Lakes to look at some locks and things, some old locks that were near there. Yeah, send me them, Buster. Find the source of the River Air, but what they did on Top Gear and have a few fans racing to it with a photo of the Yorkshire flag at the end. Yeah. Race to it. On what, though? On a bike? Yeah, live explore. Billy says, Buster says, do a live explore. The Rope Hill. Up to Town Street. Yeah, I think you're on about the one. It was the tramway where the old Miggy Railway used to go up there, didn't it? After you've done all the stations on your list, what's next? Well, it's going to take me years to do all them, I would have thought. And I've got many other things to do. Don't forget, there's all the canals as well, and the abandoned canals and the old locks and all that. I wouldn't worry about running out of things. I've got years and years and years and years of stuff. I mean, if I were to do the list that I've got now, the spreadsheet, if I was to do that now, one a week, one every Sunday, that'll probably last me about 5 years, maybe 6 years, what's on there now. And I keep adding to it every week. So I wouldn't worry about that, Buster. So yeah, are we all right? Are we still okay? Not boring you? Are you enjoying the chat? If I'm boring you, just say you're boring me, get lost. After you've done all the stations in list, what's next? Yeah, keep your questions coming in. I can't think of any other questions that I might have for you guys. I did write a few down, but I've kind of said them all. What else could I ask you lot? I don't know. Have you got any more questions that you want me to answer? Anything you don't know or would like to know or anything like that? Now, I've talked about the video lengths. We've done that. I'm just going through my list of things I had to mention. Repeating myself. I've repeated that many times. Mark Ellis. Where are you? Mark Ellis says, a bit late to the party, but die high anyway, fella. Is that the same Mark Ellis that was my old teacher from school? Is that Mark Ellis the same person? Because I actually know two Mark Ellises. So if that's Mark, my old teacher, then hi, Mark. I'll see you tomorrow. Where are we? So Mark, not sure if it is Mark, the teacher Mark, but if it is Mark Ellis, my teacher, he used to be, funnily enough, my history teacher at school, middle school, and music as well. And funnily enough, he was my music teacher and my history teacher, and my two careers now are music and history. So it's worked out, hasn't it? No, I'm not showing you my list, Buster, because that would give it all away. You've got to keep it as a surprise. What video editing software do you use? I use 2 different ones. I use Premiere Pro occasionally. I'm not a fan of that. I use Premiere Pro sometimes for certain things, but mainly I use DaVinci Resolve. There's a link to it in my description of my videos. I use DaVinci Resolve, which is very similar to Premiere Pro, very, very similar. I find it a lot easier and a lot more, and you can do a lot more with it. I still don't know the name of your act. Did I not tell you in the last live stream? I'm sure I did. I'll do the Sheffield Canal with you. Yes, you nutter. I see. I'm only saying that, Mark, because I've got 2 Mark Ellises as friends. There is a Mark Ellis. In fact, I know 3 Mark Ellises. Funny enough. But yeah, I'm seeing Mark Ellis tomorrow. Like I said, he's my old history teacher, and he's now a photographer. And he enjoyed my Milner Field video that I did at the weekend, and he asked me, would I show him the site? Would I take him? So we're going to go take some pictures, hopefully. Would you ever visit an abandoned school or buildings? Yeah, if it's accessible and I can get in, I would. Yeah, definitely. And if it's, as long as it's not just an empty school, if it's got a bit of a story to it, I would. Yeah. Halloween specials. Yes, yes. Now you're talking, Gary. Now you're talking. A bit like Most Haunted used to do. We used to do the live ghost hunting. Yeah, that'd be a good one to do. I should have done Milner Field at Halloween, shouldn't I? There you go. That's a suggestion. What about a nighttime live video from Milner Field? A live explore in the dark. That'd be good. What location are you most excited to do? I don't know. I like everything I do, because that's the point. If I thought it was boring, I wouldn't do it. So I like all of them. Do you have any plans to cover the abandoned fairground? Yes, I was talking about that about an hour ago. Somebody asked me to do the Horbury Viaduct, and I said I'm doing the Horbury Viaduct, and I'm going to do the pleasure grounds near it. I couldn't think of the name, but yeah, it's on my little pin thing on Google Earth. So I will be doing that. Yeah, I've read up about that. It's very interesting. Hey, he's looking forward to catching some behind-the-scenes stuff. What do you mean by behind the scenes, Mark? You're going to take a picture of my backside? Is that what you mean? At least you know if you do anything wrong with your old teacher, he can't give you a detention for it. No, not anymore. He can't. Never did anyway. I was a good boy. Just ask Mark. Or Mr. Ellis. Was I a good boy at school? I think I was. Any old airfield you could do? I've got one in mind. Yes, I'm not sure if it's possible, but I've got one in mind. And an airship field as well. Yes, you could camp there. Oh God, no. Not with all them spiders. But yeah, we could do, I suppose. Have you been to the old Catholic school next to Tong? I haven't, no, but it's been burnt out a few times, hasn't it? I saw somebody do it the other day with some pictures, and it's been burnt out and it's quite badly damaged. But I don't know. It's not that old, so I'm not that bothered about it, if you know what I mean. It has to be historical for me. It's just a school. Thorpe Hall at Halloween. I'd have to get in. How would I get in, though? That's the question. If you're talking about the Thorpe Hall up Thorpe on the Hill, that's blocked off, isn't it? Is your teacher proud of what you become? A singer? I don't know. You'd have to ask him. He's on here. 30 East Drive, Pontefract. No, Most Haunted did that. Did you see it? It was terrible. Most Haunted went there and did the East Drive Halloween special, didn't they? And it was awful. It was so bad. It was staged. It was unreal. When Carl got pulled up the stairs by a ghost, but you could see the bungee cord on his back. You could see it pull his shirt as he yanked him back. It was terrible. But I don't think you'd get there on Halloween anyway. I bet there's a queue at the door to get in there. Yes, were you fellow model pupil? Yes, you were fellow model pupil. See? I was a model pupil. See, I always remember, and I don't know if you remember this, Mark, but you took me to, we went on a trip to a village near York. Is it Howgate Village or Holgate Village or something? It was like an old Viking village where we had to reenact the Viking thing. And we went to the village and we had to dress up as Vikings and do all the chores and things like that and eat the cheese and the crackers. And I remember going there and you dressed up and you were part of the act. You came up and you were trying to break into the compound. I always remember that. That was at Howgate Village in York. It was called something like that. But I remember you saying to me that day, because I got right into it. A lot of people weren't interested, but I got right involved in it. I remember you saying to me at the time, you said, I'm really happy that somebody's enjoyed themselves. See, the signs were there from the early days that I liked all this kind of thing. Yeah, and the music. I know you used to play guitar, but I've not. I didn't do guitar. I wish I had done. You should do a live with your band for Christmas. No, I already do that for a job buster. I get paid to do that if we're working. That's boring. I get paid to do that. It'd be like saying to somebody in Tesco, we'd like to see a video of you sat on the checkout at Christmas in Tesco. It's just work. What about the trail of the Bradford Boar? As part of my Bradford Canal video, I am going to look into something to do with that, with the Boar's Well, which is not far from the canal. My friend went to that house in Pontefract and stayed overnight there. She's into all that spooky stuff. Oh, I'm not really into it. I've always said I don't believe it. I think a lot of it is mass hysteria and fakery. But the minute I see something, I'll believe everything. But until then, I can't. Didn't see that. What a load of... Yeah, it was. You can't read either. I can bloody read. Howgate Village, yes. See, I remembered that. Yeah, I remembered that. I knew it was Holgate or Howgate. I remember something like around that. Have you done Saltaire tunnels near Salts Mill? No, I haven't. Where are them? Didn't know about them. Are they inside the mill? Or are they accessible? Or are they just out of bounds? Let me know, Caitlin. Oh. Disused railway tunnel karaoke live stream. That would be my worst nightmare. Tell you what, I wouldn't need any reverb though, would I? In a tunnel. That'd sound bloody brilliant in there. No, nothing to do with singing. God, it's a job. It's a job. That's funny though. I'm just reading a newspaper report from 2013 that is about you, Darren. Can you name the newspaper? 2013. You got me thinking now. No, I can't. I've been in the paper a few times over random things and I can't recall. 2013. I would have been doing my job then, so it could be Take That related, maybe. Is it Take That related? Do you play a uke? No, I don't. I don't play any. I play a bit of piano, just a tiny bit. Nothing else. You should do a video with Mr. Ellis. Well, that's what I'm hoping to do. It's one tiny bit of the river Bradford above ground. Are you talking about the Bradford Beck? Is that what you mean, Billy? Battle of Towton was fought on the 29th, 1461, during the English Wars of the Roses near the village of Towton in Yorkshire. Okay. Is it like Stamford Bridge, the Battle of Stamford Bridge? Is it just a battle site, or is there more there to see, Lee? Nick Tax, Telegraph and Argus. Would it be... It's got to be band related then. Is it Take That related? It must be. Are you doing Scotland? Not planning on it, but hopefully. Telegraph Anonymous. Yeah, I don't. Is it? So it's band related, is it? Is it Take That? Then it'll be probably just a gig or something. Or I was talking about. I don't know. I can't remember. You'll have to refresh my memory on that. Yes, the Beck. Sorry, yeah, Bradford Beck. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, I can find somebody that will take me through. Take me through the Bradford Beck and the culverts under Bradford. That I really want to do that. There's massive culvert system underneath the Bradford Beck ones under the city centre. I really, Thornton Road, David. Yeah, I really want to do that, but I am not doing it by myself or without any experience. I want somebody that knows what they're doing. I am not going in there on my own or with a group of people. You have to know what they're doing. I would love to do them culverts, 100%. Thomas Tierney, hi Darren, hi mate, you all right? How you doing? Beck, that is, yeah. 130-minute video a week, please. Dennis Lancet. Okay, like I said, I'm gonna do what Martin does and just put it out as long as it is, if you know what I mean. I'm gonna try. I'm not gonna give a time limit on it. I'm just gonna say it is as long as it is normally. I think we're gonna wrap it up shortly. I'll do a couple more questions and then I'm gonna wrap it up very soon because I think we're running out of chat now. I don't want to just bore you unnecessarily. The Beck, that is, hi Darren. Sorry, my phone died. That newspaper article about you is dated the 7th of June 2013. I've just found it and it's about the Take That band. Oh, okay. So it is Take That related. Yeah, I've done a lot of radio and newspaper stuff about the band. Like I said, it's work, it's a job. It's nothing. A lot of people think, oh wow, you do that. You know, to me, it's just a job. I just think, yeah, move on. This is my passion now. This is what I'm doing. Don't they run occasional guided tours of those tunnels? I'm sure I've seen that somewhere. You're talking about these salts ones. Yeah, I think you're on about the Saltaire ones, aren't you? Yeah, I think I'm going to wrap it up in probably 5 minutes. So if you've got any last questions, get them in quick now because I'm going to wrap up in 5. It's been nearly 2 hours now, which is horrendous. I know Martin does 3 and a few other people do longer than that, but I think 2 hours is enough. But yeah, one more time, if you want to support the channel, if you head over to Patreon or onto YouTube, go onto the channel on YouTube and click the join button. There's a load of options on there for different packages if you want to be a member of the channel. And you get lots of perks by being a member. So as you go up the different options, the perks get greater. But you can join on there. I think it starts at 99p a month. If you want to join and help support the channel, that'd be great. And I can put it towards my drone fund and new camera maybe next year. Mark says, no, under the Beck. Oh, okay. No, I don't think they do tours because apparently it's quite dangerous. So it can be if it floods. I know a lot of people do walk in it. They do a lot of urban exploring, but I'm not sure. I know they did dig it up when they built the Broadway Centre. They uncovered it, but that were only temporary. Billy's going. Cheers, Billy. I'll see you soon. Thanks for joining us again. I'll see you soon. Adi says, when you went on BBC Radio about what you do, did you get asked about going on something like Look North too while you was there? No, they just rang me. They just they literally said, do you want to talk about your channel on the radio tomorrow? I said yes. That was it. And then in the morning, my phone rang. I picked it up and it just said, we're putting you through now. And then I went straight on air and they were like, hi, chat. And I was a bit like startled. It was so quick. And then it was kind of like, bye, and that was it. I think I'd have to have a good story to get on Look North. Would you do a video on cameras in Bradford and the museum? I'm up for going there. I've been to the museum millions of times, but I can't talk about cameras because it's not my expertise, really. Martin's more into cameras. I'm not a cameraman. I know about technology, but I wouldn't say I know a lot about cameras. So I'd be just reading what's there rather than knowing about it, if you know what I mean. Ron says, enjoyed your talk. Have a good night. Look forward to the next live. Cheers, Ron. See you soon. Bye. Gary Croft, keep up the good work. I watched with my kids and we look up stuff when we go searching for two. My 9-year-old is getting into history now, Gary Croft. What's your kids' names, Gary? And I'll give them a shout out now. I'll give your kids a shout out. So thanks for that, Gary. That's nice to hear that your kids are getting involved as well, not just adults. I like it when young people are interested because, like I said, I was quite young, but it's mainly adults that seem to be into this sort of thing. It's nice that kids are interested. Like I said, my dad used to do that with me, and that's probably why I'm into it. He used to take me to a lot of old places and show me, and it fascinated me. I think if he hadn't have done that, I wouldn't have been interested. And you go searching for it as well. That's good. So you follow what I do on the videos then. So see you later, Ant. Trekking and Towpaths. See you later. Thanks for joining us, mate. And I'll see you soon in a video, yeah? We'll do something. In fact, message me later about these suggestions that you've had for me. Some good ones there. We'll do them. See you soon, Ant. Hopefully catch you tomorrow. See you later. Yeah, mate. Cheers, Mark. I'll see you tomorrow. Mr. Ellis. Thanks, Mr. Ellis. See you tomorrow. So Gary, just give us your kids' names and I'll shout them out for you now, and then we'll get off. We'll wrap up. Nick's Tax, cheers for the chat. See you, 3,000 subs. Hey, yeah, I can't believe that. It's just so quick. It's gone from 1,000 to 2,000. It took 6 months to get 1,000, then it's jumped within a few weeks. So noisy cars going past. So that's brilliant. Yeah, hopefully not long. Keep up the great work, boss man. Cheers, Buster. Yeah, just let me know your kids' names, Gary, and then I'll wrap the chat up. Then we'll get off. But yeah, thank you very much for joining me on this live chat tonight. I've really enjoyed it yet again. I wasn't as nervous this time as I was the first time, but I was still a bit nervous, and I've really enjoyed it. It's nice to be able to talk with everyone and chat with you and connect to you rather than just me talk to a camera all the time. So yeah, I'm glad that you've all joined me. Thank you very much for joining us on the live stream. I think we're going to wrap it up now. The conversation's getting thin on the ground. Oh, Gary says, Isabel and Imogen. So Isabel and Imogen, if you're watching, thank you for watching the channel. And big thank you for doing the walks with Gary. I'll see you soon. Thank you very much for watching. Keep up the good work. Bye, Darren. Bye, Thomas. Great videos. Keep up the good work. Cheers, mate. Beryl, Night Daz, Night Bez. I give you a shout out earlier on, but I don't think you were on, so I don't know if you saw it. Yeah, thank you, everybody. I think we're going to wrap it up now and call it a day. I hope you enjoyed the live stream. Like I said, I've really enjoyed it. Thank you very much to everybody for joining me. And I will see you very soon for another live stream. Again, I'll either do it on the next milestone with 3,000, but that might be a bit quick. I don't know. It might take ages. Who knows? Or I might just do one anyway. But I've enjoyed myself. So I'll announce a new live stream very soon. But for now, thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you on Sunday for the Gildersome and Drigg station video. So I'll see you then. But thank you very much, everyone. Bye.